great. And then they have the old lady that comes around with like, from fresh baklava, and you have to pay like $1 for a little, like, it's like the creepy version of like the Jello shot girl. It's very fucking bizarre. Like, I have to pay you now for a fucking dessert? All right, fucking. Do I eat it from your tits? How does this work? I thought that was bizarre. What was I saying? Why was I saying that? I was clearly at a point. Oh, diarrhea thinking. It's so sad that that's really what I was talking about. I like to sit on the toilet reverse. I'll say that out loud. I don't care. Some people don't know that. They're supposed to be right. Lean on the tank. I'm going to be here for a while. Trust me, I just opened a few people's eyes and they're like, holy shit, he's a genius. I've been sitting on that thing my whole life. Tell me to turn around, have a bowl of cereal. Set the alarm 10 minutes later, multitask. Don't get too excited, you shouldn't eat on the toilets. But I'm lactose intolerant, I've always wanted enjoyable puffins with whole milk. Somebody emailed me, they're like, dipshit, you know you have to take your pants completely off to sit on the toilet backwards. Touche. Alright, so I don't research. It's a pre-shower shit, agreed? Can we move on, sticklers, to dumb joke details? You ever post-shower shit? You might as well go back to bed, start your whole day over. Things are wrong. That's not the order of events. There's a glitch in the Matrix. This world's not real. Mom! Where's my totem? Flat out my ball hair now? Is that weird? Right? Ladies, you have curly hair, you just want straight hair. I can't make up my mind. Now people see my balls like, oh my god, those are really, really nice. Isn't that damaging to the hair? And I'm like, yeah, but what are you gonna do? Wish Victoria Beckham would knock it off all the cute dudes. I can't keep up. I still have the 06 posh. Posh Spice. Looks like both of my boys. Am I the only person that hopes David Beckham has sex with Brad Pitt? Because I think not. I don't know who's in charge of casting in Hollywood, but let's make it happen before one of them's out of their prime. Imagine those two men together, naked, sweating on top of each other. Oh. Woo. If there's a man in here that's junk, doesn't wiggle just a little bit, at the mere thought of those two men together. This has nothing to do with your homophobic sexual preference. At that level, it's art, you monkey. You should be honored that you share the same restroom with those Greek gods. Can you imagine if they bore us a child? Oh. What the fuck is that? Is that Simba? That's the Beckham Pitt kid? That's Pitcom? The most beautiful child the world has ever seen? Picture baby Jesus with better abs. That's a good-looking child. If they had a baby Abercrombie store, they would hire him to work the front door. And they would just prop him up because his little legs aren't strong enough just yet. He's a big poster of himself. He would just be standing there in tight white diapers. And you walk into the store and you go, I don't want to say this, but I want to fuck that baby. Man, do I want to fuck that baby. If I had 3 wishes, 2 would be to fuck that baby, and 1 would be for more wishes. But you can't do that, so I want to fuck that baby a 3rd time. That's right, I want to use all 3 wishes banging that baby. It's the only part of the show where there's a lights on. Just so I can see people's fucking mortified faces as they try to be like, I'm going to be offended by a joke that doesn't have a plausible premise. I thought you went over the line of skosh when you theoretically wanted to fornicate with a mythical child. Heads up, Mormons, this joke's gonna sting. I'll offend everyone eventually, but this one's yours. Next time one of those golden plates falls from the heavens, go ahead and put it in your spam file. Let's not base your entire life on a religion that's old enough for my dad to be like, oh yeah, that's not true. Nope, that didn't happen. I don't know why they're wearing their pajamas under their clothes. My guess is their God wants them to be comfy. You know how unacceptable what the Mormon Church did last year? They spent $40 million in the worst economic times in the history of our country, making sure queers didn't legally get married. Successfully, I might add, in the state of California, which is so liberal. This is what I say to the most conservative person that's so worried about gay marriage becoming legal. Just because the state says it's okay, it's not like God's going to let him into heaven. So you can still sleep sound every night knowing that goal line defense is up at the pearly gates. Oh, you're not getting in here, faggots! We'll start back on 5. Here's the commercials they ran effectively in California. They had a little girl come running home from school, and she's like, Mommy, the teacher says when I get older I can marry a princess if I want to. Like, what the fuck are you going to do when your kid says that? And every parent went, oh, we're going to have to talk to our kids? Oh, sorry, queers. Nope. That's Esperanza's job, not ours. So I'd like to return the favor to the state of Utah, hire the same little girl to do commercials for me. I want her to come running home and say, Mommy, how come you're 9 years older than me? Because we learned math today and this doesn't add up at all. Mom. She's calling out to all of her mothers. They start coming out of their fucking cabinets in their little house on the prairie outfits. The Mormons confuse me, not as much as the Amish. I don't even know, and I tell them, because I assume you live next to them. How the fuck is being Amish even legal? It's like an M. Night Shyamalan experiment that won't fucking end. Like, where's the plot? Are they in a bubble? What's going on? Why are they fucking shaving their face like that? I blame them for global warming. They're a constant reminder of how awful life would be without all this great technology. Every time I want to cut back and conserve on natural resources, I just look at the Amish and I'm like, oh, fuck that. Nope. Fill it up. I'm not going to ride around in a buggy. It's bad enough I'm a four-cylinder. I would like one of their fireless fireplaces. I don't know how they did that. Am I the only one that reads SkyMall? What is this thing? It doesn't plug in, there's no fire, it's pumping out heat. I assume there's a gerbil in there losing his mind. It's no Snuggie, but it's a wonderful invention. Somebody bought me a Snuggie as a joke. If the joke's on you, I like it. I toss and turn at night, finally a blanket that's like, nuh-uh, I will keep you warm, my friend. It's like having a small child with polio keep you in a full Nelson. The perfect pressure. What upset me about the gift is that's all I received was one Sage Green Snuggie. When in fact I know 2 Snuggies and 2 book lights. Those are $20 values. Where the fuck is the rest of it get? Yeah, until Christmas. And rip 3/4 your fat head off the wall. Not Big Ben. Yeah, Ben shouldn't be in the bathroom with anyone. But it's getting married and the continuing of horrible decision. Go ahead, settle down. I'm sure that'll work. People assume I'm some crazy liberal, which I think is hysterical.